Okay, so if you follow my community section, which you all totally should, any info about my channel or upcoming ideas I post in there and ask for your input. Anyway, so yeah, this is a 1986 Lanard tank. If you don't know what Lanard are, you know the G.I. Joe, the original G.I. Joe. I think they were like a cheap copy or cheap version of those. I used to have a ton of them because you could get like, I don't know, a pack of 5 Lanard guys for like the price of 1 G.I. Joe figure. Anyway, that's not important. What is important is this is one of their big chunky vehicles. And as you can see, apart from the size of my hands, the size of a regular 40k Space Marine, this is pretty sizable. So what I'm gonna do is kitbash and convert this into a tank suitable for 40k. Obviously it needs some cleaning. What I have done is I've just gone around taking all the stickers off. What I need to do, I want to take it apart just so I can get, you see some bits are in there I'm not happy about. I want to like block some bits off and just tidy it up. And obviously I think I'm going to have to, I don't think spraying it with a rattle can, the paint might chip off, so I might have to give it a light sanding all over, I'm not sure. But yeah, so that is what this video is going to be. And if you are not subscribed, please do so. If you would like to support the channel, there's a couple of ways you can do that. You can do that via Patreon, or now you can choose to buy me a coffee instead. All the links will be in the pinned comments and in the description. Okay, so firstly, I'm going to take this apart. So the first thing I had to do was just unscrew all these, and this tank had clearly never been apart before, which was good. But with a little patience they came apart, and just removing some bits and pieces that I wouldn't be needing. I did put them to one side in case, you know, they might come in useful. But for the most part, they just came off, you know, in the bin. Then I just clipped off and tidied up some bits that I wouldn't need. Now I want to cover up the wheels, so I just used plastic card for this. You know, thin cardstock would also be fine. Just make sure you sand down the wheels, like I'm doing here, and super glue. Could also use plastic glue. I just, you know, wanted to be sure. Then I just covered up some more holes and gaps with more plastic card. Then just test fit and see how it looks, and this little nub here needs to go. I decided to keep this, it kind of looked like a gas canister, so I thought, yeah, I'd keep it, why not? There you can see it's all coming together, just more gaps to fill in. I went through quite a lot of plastic card on this. So for this side, I wanted to make a door, so I'm just marking out where I wanted it. It was kind of central, but there was a bit I'd need to cut out so the door wouldn't look kind of weird. So I just cut that out with my hobby saw, then give it a light sanding down. These clips were interfering with how it all came back together for some reason, so I was like, you know what, they're going. And this is from the, I think it's the bulkhead sprue. So I just used it as a door. Then I reassembled everything, and see, it looked fine. Apologies for I keep doing that. So these were from the industrial pipe sprue. I thought they looked pretty cool as some headlights. Then I'm just making various kitbashing bits and pieces. This was the drivers, not the drivers, is it the gunner who sits on top? Then a kind of laser rifles for the top of the tank. Then this is like a exhaust port. Yeah, I like this part of the hobby, just kitbashing, just chucking stuff together till it looks cool. Then this was kind of like a radio panel. Now this was for the opposite side of the door, just a little ammo box and some defense turrets. And here I am just adding all the bits and pieces onto the tank. This is where it really starts to look cool. Yes, I often, when I'm building stuff like this, I kind of don't want to paint it because I'm not a good painter. But yeah, I think I did okay with this. Just let me know in the comments what you think. Now this was from, again, I'm not sure if this is the exact name for it, but I think it's the industrial pipe sprue. It just made a really good cannon. Now this was going to be the colour of my custom Space Marine army. It's kind of like a metallic royal blue. Then I was just going to paint the pauldrons and the hands white, but I never got around to it. The most annoying part of this was just marking everything off with masking tape, just so I wouldn't have to paint over it. These paints that you see, they're really old, but with a little shaking, and I think I had some flow improver, so I put that in it as well, and it worked okay. Yeah, you can see the state of my wet palette there. My hobby desk isn't exactly straight, I don't think. I think it's on a slight, it's like hole in the floor or something. But this blue, it was for a Night On army that I mixed together because I was going to put it through my airbrush, but I never got around to that either. Now this panel liner from Tamiya, it's amazing stuff. I think it's like oil based and it's really thin, so it just runs into all the gaps and really brings out the detail. So here I am just adding some damage and dirt with a sponge. And here we have the finished tank. I will put some better pictures in my community section, so go check that out. And thank you for watching. Please let me know in the comments what you think. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you will never miss a thing. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye for now.